In late March, workers in Gaza, who were aid workers, ambulance crews, rescue workers who were sent to the scene of an airstrike around Rafah in the south part of the Gaza Strip, and they never returned. Israel, of course, initially denied that these 15 medics were killed by the IDF. This is what they do every single time. They said, oh, we didn't do it. Then they claim it's a mistake, right? Oh, and then they claim, well, they didn't have their sirens on, their lights on. So we didn't know who these folks were. Many of them were zip-tied, hands behind their back, found in this mass grave. And there has now been video that was released that contradicts their claim and debunks it, that they didn't have their emergency lights on. And of all places, Fox News did a report on this, debunking this narrative. Here is that report, and credit to whoever the producer and reporter is on this story who got this through. But this did air on Fox News the other day, and this is a very good segment.
Paramedics from the Palestine Red Crescent dig through the earth of southern Gaza. They're recovering the bodies of their colleagues killed by Israeli forces. On March 23rd, first responders were dispatched to this area of Rafah. When they arrived, Israeli soldiers opened fire.
Health workers should never be a target, and yet we're here today digging up a mass grave of first responders and paramedics.
On March 31st, the IDF provided a statement to Fox News saying, quote, several vehicles were identified advancing suspiciously toward IDF troops without headlights or emergency signals. Video released 5 days later by the Palestine Red Crescent directly contradicts that statement. The IDF also claimed in the initial findings that 9 out of the 15 medics were operatives in Hamas and Islamic Jihad. Asked multiple times for evidence to support that claim, none was provided. Funerals were held late last week for those killed by Israeli bullets. Families mourning the dead, mothers trying to make sense of the senseless. He went to save the martyrs and injured, and we've been waiting for him for a week. We were told that he was either martyred or injured, but I realized that they had killed them from the very first moment. They had killed them and buried them underground. As bodies of these medics rest inside white plastic bags with a photo attached, the face of Rifat Radwan stands out, the man who recorded his final moments with a final message. Forgive me, Mother. This is the path I chose to help people, he said.
The reporter is named Trey Yingst. Good job, chief foreign correspondent for Fox News. In the midst of this, Israel has now taken 50% of the land in Gaza. They're a buffer zone to the buffer zone to the buffer zone till the entire Gaza Strip is the buffer zone until it's part of Greater Israel, because the one-state reality is what they are trying to create and escalating at a rapid pace, but it's one state where they just envision Israelis. One state of racial supremacy and dominance.
Israel can only do this when you say Israel has a right to exist. You say that this has a right to exist because Israel is about creating a majority for one population at the exclusion of another population. So they're going to kill journalists. Ryan Grimm just tweeted out IDF statement that said, the IDF and ISA have struck the Hamas terrorist Hassan Abdel Fattah Mohammed Asli in Khan Yunis area overnight. Grimm's characterization. IDF says it deliberately struck a photojournalist whose work was used by a range of Western media on October 7th. His specific crime, according to the IDF, Asli documented and uploaded footage of looting, arson, and murder to social media. This is what Israel is. This is what Israel's going to be as long as we support Israel. So we should stop doing it.
We should stop doing it, and we believe one state reality with one democratic state. Not there are two options at this point. One state where Israel commits genocide and ethnically cleanses the people in the West Bank, and Gaza, they're doing a final solution right now. Let's be real. Let's be real. What's happening right now in Gaza? It was health officials. I heard this morning on Democracy Now! Said that at least 600,000 children in Gaza are at risk of permanent paralysis because Israel has been blocking polio vaccines. There was also footage of a journalist being burned alive last night. So it's hard. It's been a year and a half of this genocide, and it's hard to come up with new angles to talk about this. But this is still happening. And in fact, we're maybe at one of the most dangerous stages of this genocide right now.
Hey, folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.